Read anyone. Decode body language instantly. Written and published by MSC Boost. Did you know that 93% of our communication is conveyed through nonverbal cues? That's right. The way we stand, the gestures we make, and the expressions on our faces speak louder than our words ever could. In a world where first impressions are formed in mere seconds, mastering the art of body language is not just a skill, it's a superpower. Imagine being able to walk into any room and instantly command attention, respect, and trust. Picture yourself navigating complex social situations with ease, building deep connections, and influencing others with your mere presence. Whether you're aiming to excel in your career, enhance your personal relationships, or become a more confident and charismatic communicator, the insights and techniques revealed in this book will be your guide. From decoding the hidden meanings behind facial expressions and eye contact to leveraging the power of posture, gestures, and vocal cues, you'll gain a comprehensive understanding of the intricacies of nonverbal communication. You'll discover how to detect deception, navigate cultural differences, and adapt your body language to any context, from the boardroom to the dating scene. But this book is more than just a collection of tips and tricks. It's a transformative journey that will challenge you to reflect on your own nonverbal habits, break free from limiting patterns, and unleash your true potential. Through real-world examples, practical exercises, and cutting-edge research, you'll develop a deeper understanding of yourself and others, empowering you to create the life you've always wanted. So, if you're ready to take control of your nonverbal communication, unleash your charisma, and achieve your goals with confidence and authenticity, this book is your key to success. Get ready to embark on a thrilling exploration of the fascinating world of body language and discover the secret language that lies within us all. The insights and strategies you'll uncover in these pages have the power to reshape your relationships, skyrocket your career, and transform your life in ways you never thought possible. So, don't wait another moment to tap into the incredible power of nonverbal communication. Join the ranks of the world's most influential and charismatic individuals and unlock the door to a world of limitless potential. Get ready to dive into a captivating exploration of the silent signals that shape our lives and emerge as a master of the unspoken word. With every chapter, you'll gain the tools and confidence to navigate any social situation with grace, charm, and unwavering poise. You'll learn to read people like an open book, influence others with your presence, and create the life you've always dreamed of. The secrets of body language are waiting to be unlocked, and the key is in your hands. So, turn the page and let the journey begin. Your transformation starts now, and the world is waiting for you to make your mark, one nonverbal cue at a time. Chapter 1. Introduction to Body Language. Body language, the unspoken yet powerful form of communication, plays a crucial role in our daily interactions. From the moment we encounter someone, our subconscious minds begin to process and interpret the subtle cues and signals conveyed through their nonverbal behavior. Understanding the intricacies of body language can provide you with a valuable tool to navigate social situations, build stronger connections, and gain deeper insights into the thoughts and emotions of those around you. The science behind body language is rooted in evolutionary psychology and neuroscience. Our ancestors relied heavily on nonverbal communication to survive in a world where verbal language was not as developed. Over time, our brains have evolved to quickly decode and respond to the physical cues displayed by others. Today, research has shown that a significant portion of our communication is conveyed through body language, often without our conscious awareness. One of the most fascinating aspects of body language is its universality. Across cultures and geographical boundaries, certain nonverbal cues remain consistent. For example, a genuine smile, characterized by the crinkling of the eyes and the upward movement of the cheeks, is recognized and understood worldwide as a sign of happiness and friendliness. Similarly, crossed arms and a furrowed brow often indicate defensiveness or displeasure, regardless of the cultural context. However, it is essential to approach body language with a critical eye and avoid falling prey to common misconceptions. Not all nonverbal cues are universal, and cultural differences can significantly influence the interpretation of certain gestures and expressions. For instance, direct eye contact is considered a sign of confidence and engagement in Western cultures, while in some Asian cultures, prolonged eye contact may be perceived as disrespectful or challenging. Moreover, body language should never be interpreted in isolation. The context in which nonverbal cues occur plays a crucial role in deciphering their true meaning. A person's posture, facial expressions, and gestures must be considered in conjunction with their words, tone of voice, and the overall situation. Relying solely on a single nonverbal cue can lead to misinterpretations and false assumptions. To become a skilled reader of body language, it is essential to develop a keen sense of observation and practice active listening. Pay attention to the subtle changes in a person's demeanor, such as shifts in posture, variations in facial expressions, and the use of hand gestures. Observe how their nonverbal cues align with or contradict their spoken words. By honing your observational skills, you can begin to unravel the hidden messages conveyed through body language. Additionally, cultivating self-awareness is crucial in mastering the art of nonverbal communication. Our own body language can significantly influence how others perceive and respond to us. By becoming more attuned to your own nonverbal cues, you can consciously adjust your behavior to project confidence, empathy, and authenticity in your interactions. Throughout this book, we will explore the various aspects of body language in depth, providing you with practical tools and techniques to decode nonverbal cues accurately. From facial expressions and eye contact to posture and gestures, each chapter will equip you with the knowledge and skills necessary to become a proficient reader of body language. Mastering the art of reading body language requires practice, patience, and a willingness to learn. By dedicating yourself to understanding the intricacies of nonverbal communication, you can unlock a wealth of insights into the thoughts, emotions, and intentions of those around you. This newfound knowledge will empower you to build stronger relationships, communicate more effectively, and navigate social situations with greater ease and confidence. So, let us embark on this enlightening exploration of body language together. With an open mind and a keen eye, you will soon discover the transformative power of nonverbal communication in your personal and professional life. Get ready to unravel the secrets hidden in plain sight and unlock the door to a deeper understanding of the people around you. Chapter 2: Facial Expressions. Facial expressions serve as one of the most powerful and immediate forms of nonverbal communication. The human face is capable of conveying a wide range of emotions, often without the need for words. Understanding the intricacies of facial expressions can provide valuable insights into a person's inner thoughts and feelings, enabling you to respond and interact more effectively. Research has identified 7 universal facial expressions that are recognized and understood across cultures: happiness, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, disgust, and contempt. These expressions are hardwired into our brains and are displayed consistently, regardless of age, gender, or cultural background. Recognizing and interpreting these universal expressions can help you gauge the emotional state of others and respond accordingly. Happiness, for example, is often characterized by a genuine smile, where the corners of the mouth are turned upwards and the eyes crinkle at the corners, forming crow's feet. This expression, known as the Duchenne smile, is considered a reliable indicator of true enjoyment and positive emotions. In contrast, a polite or forced smile may involve only the mouth, lacking the engagement of the eyes. Sadness is typically displayed through downturned lips, a slight furrowing of the brow, and an overall drooping of the facial features. The eyes may appear glossy or tearful, and the gaze may be downcast. Recognizing signs of sadness can help you approach others with empathy and offer support when needed. Anger is often characterized by a tightening of the lips, a furrowing of the brow, and a narrowing of the eyes. The nostrils may flare, and the jaw may clench. When you observe these facial cues, it is important to approach the situation with caution and seek to understand the underlying cause of the anger. Fear is displayed through widened eyes, raised eyebrows, and an open mouth. The person may appear pale and have a tense facial expression. Recognizing fear in others allows you to respond with reassurance and support, helping to alleviate their anxiety. Surprise is characterized by raised eyebrows, widened eyes, and a dropped jaw. This expression is often fleeting and can quickly transition into other emotions, such as happiness or fear, depending on the nature of the surprise. Observing surprise can provide insights into a person's expectations and reactions to unexpected events. Disgust is typically displayed through a wrinkling of the nose, a raising of the upper lip, and a slight protrusion of the tongue. This expression is often associated with feelings of revulsion or disapproval. Understanding expressions of disgust can help you navigate social situations and avoid potentially offensive or unpleasant topics. Contempt, often considered a blend of disgust and anger, is characterized by a slight raising of one corner of the mouth, creating a smirk-like expression. This expression often indicates feelings of superiority or disdain. Recognizing contempt can help you identify potential conflicts or negative attitudes in others. In addition to these universal expressions, it is crucial to be aware of micro-expressions. Micro-expressions are brief, involuntary facial expressions that occur in a fraction of a second. They often reveal a person's true emotions, even when they are trying to conceal them. Learning to identify micro-expressions requires practice and attention to detail, but it can provide valuable insights into a person's genuine thoughts and feelings. To effectively read facial expressions, it is essential to observe the entire face, rather than focusing on isolated features. Pay attention to the combination of facial movements, such as the eyes, eyebrows, mouth, and forehead. Look for consistency or inconsistency between the facial expressions and the person's words or tone of voice. Incongruence between verbal and nonverbal cues can indicate hidden emotions or deception. When interpreting facial expressions, consider the context in which they occur. Different situations and cultural norms can influence the way emotions are expressed and perceived. For example, in some cultures, direct eye contact may be considered impolite, while in others, it is a sign of engagement and respect. Developing your ability to read facial expressions requires practice and sensitivity. Start by observing the facial expressions of people around you, in real-life situations or through media such as movies or television shows. Pay attention to the subtle changes in their facial features and try to identify the emotions being conveyed. With time and experience, you will begin to recognize patterns and become more adept at interpreting facial expressions accurately. Furthermore, be mindful of your own facial expressions and the messages they convey. Your facial expressions can significantly influence how others perceive and respond to you. Practice maintaining an open, friendly expression when appropriate, and be aware of any unintentional expressions that may be sending unintended signals. By mastering the art of reading facial expressions, you can gain a deeper understanding of the emotional landscape of those around you. This skill is invaluable in building stronger relationships, communicating effectively, and navigating complex social situations. With practice and attention to detail, you will become a more perceptive and empathetic communicator, equipped with the tools to decode the subtle language of the face. Chapter 3. Eye contact and gaze. Eye contact, often considered the window to the soul, plays a crucial role in nonverbal communication. The way we use our eyes to engage with others can convey a wide range of emotions, intentions, and levels of interest. Mastering the art of reading and interpreting eye contact and gaze can provide valuable insights into a person's thoughts and feelings, allowing you to communicate more effectively and build stronger connections. The power of eye contact lies in its ability to establish a direct and intimate connection between individuals. When two people lock eyes, they create a sense of engagement and attentiveness, signaling that they are fully present and focused on the interaction. Maintaining appropriate eye contact demonstrates confidence, sincerity, and respect, while avoiding eye contact can convey disinterest, shyness, or even deceit. The duration and frequency of eye contact can also provide important cues about a person's emotional state and intentions. Prolonged eye contact, for example, can indicate a deep level of interest, attraction, or intensity. It can create a sense of intimacy and connection, particularly in romantic or emotionally charged situations. On the other hand, fleeting or darting eye contact may suggest nervousness, uncertainty, or a lack of engagement in the conversation. The direction of a person's gaze can also reveal valuable information about their thoughts and focus. When someone is genuinely interested in what you are saying, they will typically maintain eye contact, with occasional glances away to process the information. However, if a person consistently looks away or avoids eye contact, it may indicate discomfort, distraction, or a lack of interest in the topic at hand. In some cases, a person's gaze can also provide clues about their thought processes and mental states. For example, when someone is recalling information or accessing memories, they may briefly look up or to the side, as if searching for the answer. This gaze pattern is often associated with visual memory recall. On the other hand, when someone is deep in thought or contemplating a decision, they may look down or away, as if focusing inward. It is important to note that cultural differences can significantly influence the interpretation and use of eye contact. In some cultures, such as those in East Asia, prolonged eye contact may be considered disrespectful or challenging, particularly when interacting with authority figures or elders. In these contexts, it is common for individuals to lower their gaze or maintain intermittent eye contact as a sign of respect and deference. Conversely, in Western cultures, direct eye contact is often seen as a sign of confidence, honesty, and engagement. To effectively use eye contact in communication, it is essential to strike a balance between maintaining a strong, confident gaze and avoiding an overly intense or intimidating stare. Aim to make eye contact for a few seconds at a time, allowing for natural breaks and shifts in gaze. This helps create a sense of connection without making the other person feel uncomfortable or pressured. When speaking to a group or audience, it is important to distribute your eye contact evenly among the participants. Make a conscious effort to connect with individuals throughout the room, rather than focusing solely on one person or a specific area. This inclusive approach helps engage the entire audience and makes everyone feel valued and included in the conversation. In addition to interpreting others' eye contact, it is crucial to be mindful of your own gaze and the messages it conveys. Practice maintaining a steady, confident gaze when speaking, and use eye contact to emphasize key points or convey sincerity. However, be sensitive to the other person's comfort level and adjust your eye contact accordingly. If you notice signs of discomfort or unease, it may be appropriate to soften your gaze or shift your focus temporarily. Developing your ability to read and interpret eye contact and gaze requires practice and sensitivity. Start by observing the eye contact patterns of those around you, paying attention to the duration, frequency, and direction of their gaze. Notice how different eye contact styles influence the dynamics of the interaction and the level of connection between individuals. With time and experience, you will begin to recognize subtle nuances and develop a more intuitive understanding of the role of eye contact in communication. Eye contact is a powerful tool for building rapport, conveying emotions, and creating a sense of connection with others. By mastering the art of reading and interpreting eye contact and gaze, you can gain valuable insights into a person's thoughts, feelings, and intentions. This skill is invaluable in both personal and professional settings, allowing you to communicate more effectively, build stronger relationships, and navigate social interactions with greater ease and understanding. So, the next time you engage in a conversation, pay close attention to the eyes. They may reveal more than words ever could. Chapter 4. Posture and Gestures. Posture and gestures form an integral part of nonverbal communication, conveying a wealth of information about a person's emotions, attitudes, and intentions. The way we hold our bodies and the movements we make with our hands and arms can speak volumes, often without the need for words. Understanding the significance of posture and gestures can help you decode the unspoken messages in any interaction, allowing you to respond more effectively and build stronger connections with others. Posture, the way we position our bodies, can reveal a great deal about our emotional state and level of engagement. An upright, open posture, with shoulders back and chest slightly lifted, conveys confidence, assertiveness, and receptivity. This posture suggests that the person is actively engaged in the conversation and is willing to communicate openly. On the other hand, a slouched or closed posture, with shoulders hunched forward and arms crossed, can indicate defensiveness, insecurity, or disinterest. This closed-off body language may signal that the person is feeling uncomfortable, guarded, or disconnected from the interaction. The positioning of a person's head and neck can also provide valuable insights. A head held high, with a chin slightly lifted, conveys confidence and self-assurance. This posture is often associated with leadership and authority. Conversely, a lowered head or a chin tucked down may indicate submissiveness, shyness, or a lack of confidence. Tilting the head to one side can suggest curiosity, interest, or attentiveness, while a head tilt combined with a slight smile can convey friendliness and approachability. Gestures, the movements we make with our hands and arms, add depth and emphasis to our verbal communication. They can reinforce our words, convey emotions, and provide visual cues to help others understand our message more clearly. For example, open-handed gestures, with palms facing up, often indicate openness, honesty, and a willingness to share information. These gestures can help build trust and rapport in an interaction. On the other hand, pointing gestures or closed fists can convey aggression, dominance, or a lack of flexibility, potentially creating a sense of confrontation or hostility. The speed and amplitude of gestures can also provide important cues about a person's emotional state and level of enthusiasm. Rapid, expansive gestures often indicate excitement, passion, or a strong desire to communicate ideas. These gestures can help engage an audience and convey a sense of energy and conviction. In contrast, small, restrained gestures may suggest nervousness, uncertainty, or a lack of confidence. Slow, deliberate gestures can convey a sense of thoughtfulness, control, or a measured approach to communication. It is important to note that the interpretation of posture and gestures can vary across cultures and contexts. What may be considered an appropriate or positive gesture in one culture may be seen as offensive or inappropriate in another. For example, in some cultures, maintaining a rigid, upright posture is a sign of respect and attentiveness, while in others, a more relaxed, informal posture is acceptable. Similarly, hand gestures that are commonly used in one culture, such as the thumbs-up sign, may have different meanings or connotations in other parts of the world. To effectively interpret posture and gestures, it is crucial to consider the context in which they occur. Pay attention to the overall body language, as well as the congruence between verbal and nonverbal cues. If a person's words and gestures are in alignment, it suggests that their communication is genuine and authentic. However, if there is a discrepancy between what a person is saying and their body language, it may indicate hidden emotions, discomfort, or even deception. When communicating with others, be mindful of your own posture and gestures, and the messages they convey. Adopt an open, confident posture to project self-assurance and engagement. Use gestures purposefully to emphasize key points, convey enthusiasm, and create a sense of connection with your audience. However, be aware of cultural differences and adjust your nonverbal communication accordingly to avoid misunderstandings or unintentional offense. Developing your ability to read and interpret posture and gestures takes practice and exposure to diverse social situations. Start by observing the body language of people around you, paying attention to the subtle shifts in posture and the way gestures are used to enhance or modify the spoken message. Notice how different postures and gestures influence the dynamics of the interaction and the level of rapport between individuals. With time and experience, you will begin to recognize patterns and develop a more intuitive understanding of the role of posture and gestures in communication. Mastering the art of reading posture and gestures is a valuable skill that can enhance your interpersonal communication and help you navigate social situations more effectively. By understanding the nonverbal cues conveyed through body language, you can gain deeper insights into the thoughts, emotions, and intentions of others. This knowledge empowers you to respond more appropriately, build stronger relationships, and communicate with greater clarity and impact. So, the next time you engage in a conversation, pay attention to the posture and gestures of those around you. They may be speaking volumes without uttering a single word. Chapter 5. Proxemics, the study of personal space. Proxemics, the study of how we use and perceive the physical space around us, plays a crucial role in nonverbal communication. The way we position ourselves in relation to others can convey a wide range of messages, from intimacy and trust to discomfort and defensiveness. Understanding the nuances of personal space can help you navigate social interactions more effectively, build stronger connections, and avoid misunderstandings that can arise from cultural differences. The concept of personal space is deeply ingrained in our social interactions, often operating on a subconscious level. We all have an invisible bubble around us that we consider our personal territory, and the size of this bubble can vary depending on the context and the relationship we have with the people around us. When someone invades our personal space without invitation, we may feel uncomfortable, threatened, or even violated, leading to a breakdown in communication and rapport. Anthropologist Edward T. Hall, a pioneer in the study of proxemics, identified 4 distinct zones of personal space that are common across cultures: intimate, personal, social, and public. The intimate zone, which extends from skin contact to about 18 inches, is reserved for close relationships, such as family members, romantic partners, and close friends. In this zone, physical touch and whispered communication are common, and entering this space without permission can be seen as a violation of personal boundaries. The personal zone, which extends from 18 inches to about 4 feet, is the space we maintain in most casual interactions, such as conversations with friends, colleagues, or acquaintances. In this zone, we can engage in comfortable dialogue without feeling too close or too distant. Respecting personal space in this zone is crucial for maintaining a sense of ease and rapport in social interactions. The social zone, which extends from 4 to 12 feet, is the space we use for more formal interactions, such as business meetings or conversations with strangers. In this zone, we maintain a greater physical distance, which allows for more formal communication and less personal involvement. Invading the social zone without invitation can be perceived as aggressive or inappropriate, particularly in professional settings. The public zone, which extends beyond 12 feet, is the space we use for public speaking, performances, or other situations where we are addressing a larger audience. In this zone, communication is often more formal and less personal, and the increased physical distance allows for greater visibility and projection of the speaker's message. Understanding these zones of personal space can help you adapt your communication style and physical positioning to create a sense of comfort and connection with others. For example, when meeting someone for the first time, it is generally appropriate to maintain a distance in the social zone, allowing for a sense of personal space while still engaging in friendly conversation. As the relationship develops and trust is established, you may naturally move closer, entering the personal zone for more intimate interactions. However, it is essential to recognize that cultural norms and individual preferences can significantly influence the perception and use of personal space. In some cultures, such as those in Latin America or the Middle East, people may stand closer to each other during conversations, often entering the personal zone more readily. In contrast, cultures such as those in Northern Europe or North America may place a greater emphasis on personal space and prefer to maintain a greater distance during interactions. To navigate these cultural differences effectively, It is important to be observant and adaptable. Pay attention to the nonverbal cues and reactions of the people around you, and adjust your own use of personal space accordingly. If you notice someone stepping back or showing signs of discomfort, it may be a signal that you have entered their personal space uninvited. In such cases, respectfully increasing the distance and allowing for more personal space can help alleviate tension and improve communication. In addition to cultural considerations, individual preferences and personal experiences can also shape the way people use and perceive personal space. Some individuals may have a larger personal bubble due to past trauma, anxiety, or a need for greater privacy. Others may be more comfortable with closer physical proximity, even in casual interactions. Being attuned to these individual differences and respecting personal boundaries is crucial for building trust and fostering positive relationships. To apply the principles of proxemics effectively, start by observing the personal space dynamics in various social situations. Notice how people position themselves in relation to others, and pay attention to the nonverbal cues that indicate comfort or discomfort. Experiment with adjusting your own use of personal space, and observe how it affects the quality and flow of your interactions. With practice and sensitivity, you will develop a more intuitive understanding of personal space and be better equipped to create a sense of connection and rapport in your social interactions. Proxemics is a powerful tool for building trust, fostering positive relationships, and navigating the complexities of nonverbal communication. By understanding the zones of personal space and adapting to cultural and individual differences, you can create a sense of comfort and connection in your interactions, leading to more effective communication and stronger interpersonal bonds. The next time you engage in a conversation, pay attention to the invisible bubble around you and those around you. It may hold the key to unlocking deeper understanding and more meaningful connections. Chapter 6. Haptics. The power of touch. Haptics, the study of touch and its role in communication, is a fundamental aspect of nonverbal language that can convey a wide range of emotions, intentions, and levels of intimacy. Touch is a powerful tool for building connection, expressing support, and influencing the dynamics of interpersonal relationships. Understanding the nuances of touch and how to use it appropriately in different contexts can help you communicate more effectively, build stronger bonds, and navigate social interactions with greater ease and understanding. Touch is one of the earliest forms of communication we experience as human beings, starting from the moment we are born. Infants rely on touch to feel secure, loved, and connected to their caregivers. Throughout our lives, touch continues to play a crucial role in our emotional well-being and social interactions. A warm hug, a reassuring pat on the back, or a gentle squeeze of the hand can communicate volumes, often more deeply than words alone. The power of touch lies in its ability to convey empathy, support, and understanding. When someone is going through a difficult time, a simple touch on the shoulder or a brief hug can offer comfort and show that you care. In moments of joy and celebration, a high five or a congratulatory handshake can amplify the shared experience and create a sense of camaraderie. Touch has the power to break down barriers, foster trust, and create a sense of connection that transcends verbal communication. However, the use of touch in communication must be approached with sensitivity and respect for personal boundaries. What may be considered an appropriate or comforting touch in one context may be perceived as intrusive or inappropriate in another. It is crucial to consider factors such as the nature of the relationship, cultural norms, and individual preferences when using touch as a communication tool. In professional settings, the use of touch is often more restrained and formal. A firm handshake is a common form of touch used to convey respect, confidence, and professionalism. The duration and pressure of the handshake can provide insights into a person's personality and level of enthusiasm. A limp or weak handshake may suggest a lack of confidence or engagement, while an overly aggressive or prolonged handshake can come across as domineering or inappropriate. In personal relationships, the use of touch can be more varied and intimate, The way we touch our friends, family members, and romantic partners can convey a wide range of emotions, from affection and love to playfulness and flirtation. A gentle touch on the arm during a conversation can show interest and engagement, while holding hands can signify a deep emotional connection. The frequency, duration, and location of touch can all provide valuable insights into the nature and depth of a relationship. It is important to be mindful of cultural differences in the use and perception of touch. In some cultures, such as those in Latin America or the Mediterranean, touch is a more integral part of communication, and people may be more comfortable with frequent and expressive forms of touch. In contrast, cultures such as those in East Asia or Northern Europe may have a more reserved approach to touch, and excessive or uninvited touch may be seen as disrespectful or intrusive. To use touch effectively in communication, it is essential to develop a keen sense of observation and empathy. Pay attention to the nonverbal cues and reactions of others when you use touch, and be willing to adjust your approach based on their comfort level and receptivity. If someone seems uncomfortable or pulls away from your touch, it is important to respect their boundaries and find alternative ways to communicate your message. When touching others, be mindful of the power dynamics at play. Touch can be used to assert dominance, control, or aggression, particularly in situations where there is an imbalance of power or authority. It is crucial to use touch in a way that is respectful, consensual, and appropriate for the context, avoiding any form of touch that could be perceived as threatening, demeaning, or harassing. To develop your skills in using touch as a communication tool, start by observing how touch is used in different social situations. Notice how people use touch to convey emotions, build rapport, and navigate social interactions. Experiment with using touch in your own communication, starting with small, subtle gestures and gauging the response of others. With practice and sensitivity, you will develop a more intuitive understanding of when and how to use touch to enhance your communication and build stronger connections. Touch is a powerful and intimate form of nonverbal communication that can create deep bonds, convey empathy, and navigate complex social dynamics. By understanding the nuances of touch and using it appropriately in different contexts, you can communicate more effectively, build stronger relationships, and create a sense of connection that goes beyond words. The next time you engage in a conversation or interact with someone, consider how a simple touch could enhance your message and deepen your connection. A single touch can speak volumes, and its power should never be underestimated. Chapter 7. Vocal Cues and Paralanguage. Vocal cues and paralanguage, the subtle nuances of speech that go beyond the literal meaning of words, play a crucial role in nonverbal communication. The way we use our voice, including tone, pitch, volume, and intonation, can convey a wide range of emotions, attitudes, and intentions. Understanding how to interpret and use vocal cues effectively can help you communicate more clearly, build stronger connections, and navigate social interactions with greater ease and understanding. The human voice is a powerful instrument that can evoke a wide range of emotional responses in others. A soft, gentle tone can convey empathy, compassion, and understanding, while a sharp, harsh tone can signal anger, frustration, or disapproval. The pitch of our voice, whether high or low, can also provide insights into our emotional state. A high-pitched voice may indicate excitement, nervousness, or uncertainty, while a low-pitched voice can convey confidence, authority, or calmness. The volume of our voice is another important vocal cue that can influence the dynamics of communication. Speaking loudly can convey enthusiasm, passion, or urgency, but it can also be perceived as aggressive or domineering if used excessively. On the other hand, speaking too softly can suggest shyness, lack of confidence, or disengagement from the conversation. Finding the right balance of volume is crucial for effective communication, ensuring that your message is heard clearly without overpowering or alienating your listeners. The pace and rhythm of our speech can also provide valuable insights into our emotional state and intentions. Speaking quickly can convey excitement, urgency, or nervousness, while speaking slowly can suggest thoughtfulness, deliberation, or hesitation. The use of pauses and silences can also be powerful tools in communication, allowing for moments of reflection, emphasis, or anticipation. Effective speakers often use pacing and pauses strategically to engage their audience, build suspense, or drive home key points. Intonation, the rise and fall of our voice, is another crucial aspect of vocal communication. The way we emphasize certain words or phrases can completely change the meaning and impact of our message. Rising intonation at the end of a sentence can indicate a question or uncertainty, while falling intonation can convey finality or assertiveness. Monotone speech, lacking in intonation, can suggest boredom, disinterest, or lack of engagement, while expressive intonation can convey enthusiasm, sincerity, or conviction. Paralanguage, the nonverbal elements of speech, such as sighs, laughter, and vocal fillers, for example, like, can also provide valuable insights into a person's emotional state and level of comfort. Laughter, for example, can signal joy, amusement, or nervousness, depending on the context and the type of laughter. Sighs can convey frustration, relief, or exhaustion, while vocal fillers can indicate hesitation, uncertainty, or a search for the right words. Paying attention to these subtle vocal cues can help you better understand the underlying emotions and intentions of others. To interpret vocal cues accurately, it is essential to consider the context in which they occur. The same vocal cue can have different meanings depending on the situation, the relationship between the speakers, and the cultural norms at play. For example, a raised voice in one context may indicate excitement and enthusiasm, while in another context, it may suggest anger or aggression. Developing a keen sense of observation and empathy can help you navigate these nuances and respond appropriately to the vocal cues of others. When using vocal cues in your own communication, it is important to be mindful of how your voice may be perceived by others. Practicing active listening and paying attention to your own vocal patterns can help you identify areas for improvement and develop greater control over your vocal communication. Experimenting with different tones, pitches, and volumes can help you find the most effective way to convey your message and connect with your audience. To develop your skills in interpreting and using vocal cues, start by observing how people use their voices in different social situations. Pay attention to the subtle changes in tone, pitch, and volume, and notice how these changes influence the dynamics of the conversation. Practice using your own voice strategically, experimenting with different vocal techniques to convey emotions, build rapport, and engage your listeners. With time and practice, you will develop a more intuitive understanding of the power of vocal communication and how to use it effectively in different contexts. Vocal cues and paralanguage are essential components of nonverbal communication that can convey a wealth of information about a person's emotions, attitudes, and intentions. By understanding how to interpret and use these subtle nuances of speech, you can communicate more effectively, build stronger connections, and navigate the complexities of social interactions with greater ease and understanding. So the next time you engage in a conversation, pay close attention to the vocal cues of others, and consider how you can use your own voice to enhance your message and create a deeper sense of connection. Chapter 8. Detecting Deception and Lies. Detecting deception and lies is a crucial skill in navigating interpersonal relationships and making informed decisions. While no single nonverbal cue can definitively indicate deception, understanding the common patterns and inconsistencies in body language can help you identify potential red flags and approach situations with a more critical eye. Developing a keen sense of observation and trusting your instincts can be valuable tools in discerning truth from falsehood. One of the most important aspects of detecting deception is paying attention to inconsistencies between verbal and nonverbal communication. When someone is lying, their body language may not align with the words they are speaking. For example, a person may claim to be confident and assured, but their posture may be slouched, and their eyes may be avoiding direct contact. These discrepancies can be subtle, but they can provide valuable insights into the truthfulness of the individual's statements. Facial expressions can also offer clues to deception. While liars may attempt to control their facial muscles, micro-expressions, brief, involuntary expressions that flash across the face, can reveal true emotions. These micro-expressions, such as a fleeting look of contempt or fear, can be difficult to spot. But with practice, you can learn to recognize them. Pay close attention to the timing and consistency of facial expressions, as genuine emotions tend to unfold symmetrically and in sync with the conversation, while feigned emotions may appear forced or asymmetrical. Eye contact is often considered a sign of honesty and engagement, but it can also be used as a tool for deception. Liars may exhibit an unusual pattern of eye contact, either avoiding eye contact entirely or maintaining an overly intense or fixed gaze. However, it is important to consider individual differences in cultural norms when interpreting eye contact, as some people may naturally have a more avoidant or intense gaze. The tone and pitch of a person's voice can also provide clues to deception. Liars may exhibit changes in their vocal patterns, such as speaking more quickly or slowly than usual, stumbling over words, or using vocal fillers like or excessively. They may also display a lack of vocal variety, speaking in a monotone or with a flat effect, as they attempt to control their emotions and avoid giving away their deceit. Body movements and gestures can also be indicators of deception. Liars may exhibit restlessness, fidgeting, or self-soothing behaviors, such as playing with their hair or adjusting their clothing. They may also display a lack of synchrony between their words and gestures, such as nodding while making a negative statement or shaking their head while expressing agreement. Pay attention to the timing and congruence of body movements, as genuine gestures tend to flow naturally with the conversation, while deceptive gestures may appear stiff or rehearsed. It is important to approach the detection of deception with caution and to avoid jumping to conclusions based on a single nonverbal cue. Many of the behaviors associated with lying can also be exhibited by individuals who are nervous, anxious, or simply have different communication styles. To increase the accuracy of your assessments, consider the context of the situation, the individual's baseline behavior, and the consistency of their nonverbal cues across multiple interactions. One technique for detecting deception is to ask open-ended questions and observe how the individual responds. Liars may provide vague or evasive answers, change the subject abruptly, or become defensive when pressed for details. They may also exhibit a lack of emotional resonance, failing to show appropriate emotional responses to the content of their own stories. Genuine individuals, on the other hand, tend to provide more specific and detailed responses, and their emotions are more congruent with the subject matter. Developing your skills in detecting deception requires practice and a willingness to observe and analyze nonverbal cues objectively. Start by paying close attention to the body language of individuals in various situations, both when they are likely to be telling the truth and when they may have reasons to deceive. Look for patterns and inconsistencies in their nonverbal behavior and compare them to their verbal statements. Over time, you will develop a more intuitive sense of when something feels off or insincere. It is also crucial to trust your instincts and pay attention to your own emotional responses when interacting with others. If you consistently feel uneasy or doubtful around a particular individual, even if you cannot pinpoint specific nonverbal cues, it may be worth further investigating their truthfulness. However, it is essential to approach these situations with an open mind and to gather additional evidence before making any definitive judgments. Detecting deception and lies is a complex and nuanced skill that requires a combination of keen observation, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence. By understanding the common patterns and inconsistencies in nonverbal behavior, you can develop a more discerning eye for recognizing potential deception. However, it is crucial to use this knowledge responsibly and to approach each situation with empathy and a willingness to understand the underlying motivations and circumstances that may lead individuals to deceive. With practice and a commitment to objective analysis, you can enhance your ability to navigate the complexities of human communication and make more informed decisions in your personal and professional life. Chapter 9. Body language in different contexts. Body language plays a vital role in various contexts, from professional settings to personal relationships and cross-cultural interactions. Understanding how nonverbal communication can differ depending on the situation and the individuals involved is essential for effectively navigating these diverse contexts. By adapting your body language and interpreting the nonverbal cues of others through a context-specific lens, you can enhance your communication skills, build stronger connections, and achieve your goals in any setting. In business and professional contexts, body language can significantly impact your success and credibility. Conveying confidence, competence, and professionalism through your nonverbal cues is crucial for establishing trust and building positive relationships with colleagues, clients, and superiors. Maintaining good posture, making appropriate eye contact, and using firm handshakes can demonstrate your engagement and assertiveness. However, it's equally important to be mindful of the power dynamics at play and to avoid nonverbal cues that may be perceived as aggressive or domineering, such as invading personal space or using overly expansive gestures. When delivering presentations or speaking in front of an audience, your body language can greatly influence how your message is received. Standing tall, maintaining an open posture, and using purposeful gestures can help you project confidence and authority. Making eye contact with individuals throughout the room can create a sense of connection and engagement, while varying your facial expressions and vocal intonation can keep your audience interested and attentive. Paying attention to the nonverbal feedback from your audience, such as nodding, leaning forward, or crossing arms, can help you gauge their level of understanding and adjust your delivery accordingly. In personal relationships and dating contexts, body language plays a significant role in attraction, connection, and communication. Nonverbal cues can convey interest, affection, and emotional availability, helping to establish and strengthen intimate bonds. Making eye contact, smiling genuinely, and leaning towards your partner can show attentiveness and engagement. Synchronizing your body language, such as mirroring their posture or gestures, can create a sense of rapport and understanding. However, it's crucial to be aware of personal boundaries and to respect the nonverbal cues of others, as what may be considered appropriate or desirable in one relationship may not be so in another. Cultural differences can significantly impact the interpretation and use of body language in cross-cultural communication. Nonverbal cues that are considered polite or respectful in one culture may be viewed as offensive or inappropriate in another. For example, direct eye contact may be seen as a sign of honesty and engagement in Western cultures, while in some Asian cultures, it may be considered disrespectful or challenging. Similarly, personal space preferences and touch norms can vary greatly across cultures, with some cultures being more comfortable with close proximity and physical contact than others. When communicating across cultures, it's essential to educate yourself about the specific nonverbal norms and expectations of the culture you are interacting with. Observing the body language of others and adapting your own nonverbal cues accordingly can help you build rapport and avoid misunderstandings. However, it's equally important to be authentic and true to yourself, as attempting to completely mimic the body language of another culture may come across as insincere or awkward. Instead, aim for a balance between cultural sensitivity and personal authenticity, and be open to learning and adjusting as you go. To effectively apply body language skills in different contexts, start by observing and analyzing the nonverbal dynamics in various situations. Pay attention to how individuals use their body language to convey status, build rapport, or communicate emotions in different settings. Notice how the same nonverbal cue can have different meanings or implications depending on the context and the individuals involved. Reflect on your own body language and consider how it may be perceived by others in different situations, and make adjustments as needed to align with your goals and the expectations of the context. Seeking feedback from trusted colleagues, friends, or mentors can also be valuable in developing your context-specific body language skills. Ask for their observations and insights on your nonverbal communication in different situations, and be open to constructive criticism and suggestions for improvement. Attend workshops, seminars, or training programs that focus on body language in specific contexts, such as business etiquette or cross-cultural communication, to deepen your knowledge and practical skills. Mastering body language in different contexts requires ongoing practice, self-reflection, and a willingness to adapt and learn. By approaching each situation with curiosity, empathy, and a commitment to effective communication, you can develop the flexibility and skills needed to navigate the diverse nonverbal landscapes of professional, personal, and cross-cultural interactions. The more you invest in understanding and applying context-specific body language, the more confident and successful you will become in building meaningful connections and achieving your goals in any setting. Chapter 10. Improving your own body language. Improving your own body language is a powerful way to enhance your communication skills, build stronger relationships, and project confidence and authenticity in various situations. Developing self-awareness and making conscious efforts to refine your nonverbal cues can have a profound impact on how others perceive and respond to you. While it may feel unnatural or challenging at first, with practice and persistence, you can learn to align your body language with your intentions and create a more positive and influential presence. The first step in improving your body language is to cultivate a deeper understanding of your own nonverbal habits and tendencies. Start by observing yourself in different contexts, such as professional meetings, social gatherings, or one-on-one conversations. Notice how you stand, sit, gesture, and use facial expressions, and consider the messages your body language may be conveying to others. You can also ask trusted friends, colleagues, or mentors for their honest feedback on your nonverbal communication, as they may provide valuable insights and perspectives that you might not have considered. Once you have a clearer picture of your current body language, identify the areas that you would like to improve or refine. Perhaps you want to project more confidence and assertiveness in professional settings, or maybe you wish to convey more warmth and empathy in personal relationships. Set specific goals for yourself and create a plan of action to work towards them. This may involve practicing specific nonverbal cues, such as maintaining eye contact, using open and expansive postures, or employing purposeful gestures to emphasize your points. Posture is a fundamental aspect of body language that can significantly influence how others perceive you. A straight, upright posture conveys confidence, authority, and engagement, while a slouched or hunched posture can signal insecurity, disinterest, or a lack of energy. To improve your posture, focus on aligning your spine, keeping your shoulders back and down, and distributing your weight evenly on both feet. Regular exercise, stretching, and mindfulness practices, such as yoga or Pilates, can help you develop greater body awareness and maintain good posture throughout the day. Eye contact is another crucial element of effective body language. Making appropriate eye contact demonstrates attentiveness, sincerity, and respect, while avoiding eye contact can suggest disinterest, shyness, or untrustworthiness. Practice maintaining steady, natural eye contact with others, aiming to hold their gaze for a few seconds at a time before briefly looking away. If prolonged eye contact feels uncomfortable or intense, try focusing on the bridge of the other person's nose or alternating between their eyes to create a more relaxed and engaging connection. Facial expressions are a powerful tool for conveying emotions and building rapport with others. A genuine smile, for instance, can put people at ease, create a positive atmosphere, and demonstrate friendliness and approachability. Practice smiling with your entire face, engaging the muscles around your eyes to create a more authentic and warm expression. Similarly, pay attention to your other facial expressions, such as furrowing your brow when concentrating or raising your eyebrows when surprised, and ensure that they align with your intended message and the context of the situation. Gestures can add emphasis, clarity, and dynamism to your communication, but they can also be distracting or inconsistent if used excessively or inappropriately. Aim to use purposeful, deliberate gestures that reinforce your words and enhance your message. Practice using open-handed gestures to convey honesty and inclusivity, and avoid crossing your arms or fidgeting with objects, as these can signal defensiveness or nervousness. When speaking to a group, vary your gestures to engage different parts of the audience and maintain their interest and attention. In addition to refining specific nonverbal cues, it's essential to work on developing a greater sense of self-awareness and authenticity in your body language. This involves aligning your nonverbal communication with your true thoughts, feelings, and intentions, rather than trying to project an artificial or contrived image. When your body language is congruent with your inner state, you will naturally come across as more genuine, trustworthy, and relatable to others. To cultivate this authenticity, practice mindfulness and self-reflection regularly. Take time to check in with yourself throughout the day, noticing your emotional state, physical sensations, and the nonverbal cues you are displaying. When you find yourself in challenging or stressful situations, take a moment to pause, breathe, and reconnect with your intentions before responding. This self-awareness will help you maintain a more consistent and authentic presence, even in the face of external pressures or distractions. Improving your body language is an ongoing process that requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to experiment and learn from your experiences. Seek out opportunities to practice your new skills in various contexts, from professional presentations to casual conversations with friends. Observe how others respond to your refined nonverbal cues, and make adjustments as needed to achieve your desired outcomes. Celebrate your successes and learn from your missteps, viewing each interaction as a valuable opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Mastering your own body language is a powerful way to enhance your communication skills, build stronger connections, and project a more confident and authentic presence in all aspects of your life. It empowers you to take control of the messages you convey, create a more positive impact on others, and achieve your personal and professional goals with greater ease and effectiveness. The skills and strategies you develop through this process will serve you well in navigating the complex and ever-changing landscape of human interaction. So, take the first step today towards becoming a more skilled and influential communicator, and unlock the full potential of your nonverbal language. Chapter 11. Conclusion and Practical Applications. Throughout this book, we have explored the fascinating world of body language and its crucial role in effective communication. From facial expressions and eye contact to posture, gestures, and vocal cues, we have examined the various elements that make up the rich tapestry of nonverbal communication. We have also delved into the nuances of personal space, touch, and the detection of deception, as well as the importance of adapting our body language to different contexts and improving our own nonverbal skills. The knowledge and insights you have gained from these chapters have equipped you with a powerful set of tools to enhance your interpersonal interactions and achieve your goals in both personal and professional settings. However, the true value of this knowledge lies in its practical application. It is not enough to simply understand the principles of body language. You must actively integrate them into your daily life and practice them consistently to reap the full benefits. To help you bridge the gap between theory and practice, let's revisit some of the key concepts and techniques covered in this book and explore how you can apply them in real-world situations. Consider the following scenarios and how you can use your body language skills to navigate them effectively. In a job interview, you can project confidence and competence by maintaining good posture, making appropriate eye contact, and using purposeful gestures to emphasize your points. Pay attention to the interviewer's nonverbal cues to gauge their interest and engagement, and adapt your responses accordingly. When giving a presentation to a large audience, use open and expansive body language to command attention and convey authority. Vary your facial expressions, vocal intonation, and gestures to keep your audience engaged and motivated. Observe their nonverbal feedback to assess their level of understanding and make adjustments as needed. In a negotiation or conflict resolution situation, use your body language to create a sense of rapport and trust with the other party. Mirror their posture and gestures to establish a connection, and maintain an open and non-threatening demeanor. Pay attention to any inconsistencies between their verbal and nonverbal communication to detect potential deception or hidden agendas. When networking or socializing at events, use your body language to project approachability and friendliness. Smile genuinely, maintain eye contact, and use open and welcoming gestures to invite conversation and build connection. Observe the nonverbal cues of others to identify individuals who may be more receptive to your approach. In cross-cultural interactions, take the time to research and understand the specific nonverbal norms and expectations of the culture you are engaging with. Adapt your body language accordingly, while still maintaining your authenticity and personal style. Be open to learning from any misunderstandings or awkward moments, and use them as opportunities for growth and cultural sensitivity. These are just a few examples of how you can apply your body language skills in everyday situations. The key is to remain mindful and proactive in your approach, constantly observing, analyzing first, and adapting your nonverbal communication to achieve your desired outcomes. To further reinforce your learning and help you integrate these skills into your life, consider the following practical exercises. Set aside time each day to observe and analyze the body language of people around you, whether in person or through media such as movies or television shows. Keep a journal of your observations and insights, and reflect on how you can apply them to your own interactions. Practice specific nonverbal techniques in front of a mirror or with a trusted friend or colleague. Experiment with different postures, facial expressions, and gestures, and seek feedback on how they are perceived and how you can refine them. Engage in role-playing exercises with a partner, simulating various scenarios such as job interviews, presentations, or negotiations. Take turns practicing your body language skills and providing constructive feedback to each other. Attend workshops, seminars, or training programs that focus on nonverbal communication and body language. Seek out opportunities to learn from experts in the field and connect with like-minded individuals who are also committed to improving their skills. Continuously reflect on your own nonverbal habits and tendencies, and identify areas for improvement. Set specific goals for yourself and create a plan of action to work towards them. Celebrate your progress and learn from your setbacks, viewing each interaction as a valuable opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Mastering the art of body language is a lifelong journey that requires ongoing practice, self-reflection, and adaptability. However, the rewards of this journey are immeasurable. By developing your nonverbal communication skills, you will unlock a world of opportunities for personal growth, professional success, and meaningful connections with others. You will become a more confident, authentic, and influential communicator, capable of navigating even the most complex and challenging social situations with ease and grace. So, go forth and apply the knowledge and techniques you have gained from this book. Embrace the power of body language and use it to create positive change in your life and the lives of those around you. The world is waiting for you to make your mark, one nonverbal cue at a time.